Good afternoon, and thank you to the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. Each and every one of them has been a real champion on so many issues, but this issue, bringing it to light, has been so important. So thank you, Chairman Baca and Senator Menendez, and so many who have stepped up. And of course, I want to compliment and acknowledge the great work of Media Matters for this report on fear and loathing in prime time. I do believe that it reinforces an important initiative that NCLR launched in January. Many of you were there when we launched a website called wecanstopthehate.org, which also attempts to document the impact of what we have seen has been hate speech and hate group representatives dominate the airwaves, not just in talk radio anymore, but now into the full mainstream. So we believe that these two initiatives can complement this important report, and We Can Stop the Hate, and I encourage you to go to that website, because what it shows is that it's not us, it's not NCLR, it's not just the caucus, but we have experts who have followed and documented hate speech for generations, like the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, and they have come forward and said that what they have seen is the emergence of hate speech taking hold no longer on the extreme, but in the mainstream media. We've seen also the Southern Poverty Law Center, a well-respected organization that for generations has documented hate groups and has said, we've seen the emergence of representatives of hate groups on the air. And the important point in both of these pieces is that we know that that words have consequences, and hateful words have hateful consequences. And what we have seen is not just a perception change with a broad brush being painted beyond the immigrant community into all Latino community and all communities of color, but what we've seen are real consequences. It's no coincidence in the same time period where we've seen the rhetoric grow in the past 3.5 years, where the hate crimes against Latinos have risen up to 35% in the last 3 years, as documented by the FBI and the Department of Justice. And we've seen the rise in hate groups directed at Latinos up to 44% in this past year. So we see that words do have consequences, and these perceptions have very negative consequences for our community. What Media Matter has done today reinforces what we all know and feel. What our initiative did in January starts to drill down on that very piece, and you see that it's not just us feeling something, but we can actually now start to document what is something that we have known all along. So I compliment Media Matters, I compliment the Congressional Hispanic Caucus for their leadership, and I think we know that we have lots of work to do still, but this is a great report, and I really commend Media Matters for their work on this. Thank you very, very much.